It's different. Just send you the link now. morning.
Good morning.
All right. So what I'm going to do here for you is once the slate comes down, then we're going to go live. All right. So until the slate comes down, then once the slate comes down, then you can go into your introduction. You can start it. Okay.
Okay. The slate means what? The MB Miami Beach?
The graphic that's on the screen right now.
Okay. Got it.
The ingredients that it says it will begin shortly.
Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to be interacting with anybody. I'm just going to do a live demo, and that's basically it. I'm not really going to interact with anyone.
That's correct.
Okay, no problem. Awesome.
All right, sounds good. So once the slate comes down, you know you're live.
Okay, so I am going to, do everything as if the people that are watching me are doing it with me, right? So I have to give them a little bit of time to do certain things, right? Basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you've done it before, but I mean, I'm just here to broadcast it. So
Okay.
as long as whatever way you feel comfortable,
All right.
that we'll take from you.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me get your name so I can put your name on the bottom of your.
Yes, my name. You could put Chef Mariano.
Chef Mariano,
Mariano.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Perfect. All right, awesome.
Right the way you want it. Okay. All right. So we're just going to hang out here and just wait for 11. And then I'll leave the slate up for about a few seconds so people know what the show is, what the ingredients for them to get ready. So we probably leave that on there for like maybe a minute, 2 minutes. And then once the slate comes down, you're ready to go.
All right. Got it.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes. So, sorry. So when is going to be my time? Like when I show up where the little card is now, when I'm there, that's when I start?
Yeah, so what's going to happen? I'm going to show you exactly what's going to happen here.
Okay,
One second here. Give you a quick demonstration of what's going to happen. So once this comes down, you'll see this, boom, and then you'll be, I'll spotlight you, and then you'll come up. So once you come up, you know you're live.
All right, got it.
All right, so Aaron, can you bring it back up? So I'm going to do it one more time so you can see it without the error. Aaron, can you bring up the slate?
All right. Okay.
All right, that's how it works. Oh, I was on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, once it goes down, you're live. Once you see yourself, once you see yourself, you're live.
Okay.
On the main screen. All right. Go ahead, bring it back up, Aaron.
Joyful greetings and thank you for joining us today for our cooking demo. My name is Chef Mariano and I'm coming to you from Common Threads. Common Threads is a national non-profit organization that works all over the nation with children and families, teaching them the importance of leading a healthy lifestyle. And we do this through healthy cooking, okay? Through nutrition education and also exercise, okay? Today, we're going to prepare a delicious and nutritious recipe, the banana oat pancakes. All right, so as I mentioned, I'm Chef Mariano and I've been with Common Threads now for about 7 years, okay? And I really, really, really love what I do, teaching families how to lead a healthy lifestyle. So we're gonna go ahead and kick things off today with a little movement, okay? Common Threads likes to tell everyone, the more you move, the more you burn. So I don't know if you're ready for this, but I want you to go ahead and find a little space right around you. We're gonna do a little movement. We're gonna move our bodies a little bit so that we can burn some calories. All right, here we go. Follow me. We're gonna go ahead and spread out our arms out here just like this. We're gonna do some arm rotations. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's go backwards. Same thing, going backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let me lower my camera just a little bit so that you can see my legs. Now I'm just gonna do some knee marches. I'm gonna do some marches. I'm gonna get my knees up just like this. All right, we're gonna do 20 of them. We really wanna get some blood moving around in us. All right, get our hearts pumping a little bit before we go ahead and start with our class. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, you should be breathing a little bit, and that's what we want. We want you to breathe. We want your heart to pump because we want our bodies to feel healthy and strong. All right, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a healthy brunch, okay? This is a brunch, what we're preparing here, and we're gonna make the banana oat pancakes. So we are gonna talk a little bit about nutrition, but what I wanna do is I wanna go ahead and get our batter done so we can put that in the refrigerator and let it chill for a little bit because we do need it to chill, okay? So we'll make our batter. I'll show you how to do that. And then we'll put that in the refrigerator. I'll talk to you a little bit about, today we're gonna talk about the importance of eating breakfast. Okay, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and get right into our recipe. So let me move my camera a little bit so you can see everything that's happening over here. All right, so as I said, we are going to prepare our healthy banana oat pancakes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our dry ingredients, okay? So the dry ingredients that we're working with today is our flour, okay? Let's talk a little bit about the ingredients. Let's talk a little bit about the equipment you're gonna need, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling, okay? So you should have 2 bowls, okay? 2 bowls. You're gonna need a whisk. You're gonna need a masher, okay? You're gonna need a spatula, of course, to flip your pancakes, all right? And we're gonna go ahead and use today with our recipe, we're gonna use some milk, we're gonna use some oats, some all-purpose flour, we're gonna use some olive oil or canola oil, okay? We're gonna use some bananas, 1 egg, okay? We're also going to use sugar, and I have brown sugar, okay? We're gonna use some vanilla extract, some ground cinnamon, some baking powder, and some salt, all right? We're gonna use some salt as well, okay? We're also going to need some measuring spoons and cups. Okay, very important that we use these so that we can measure all of our ingredients correctly. Okay, everything gets measured correctly so that everything always comes out A-okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our dry ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and use the bigger bowl. Okay, if we have two bowls and one of them is bigger, we wanna use the bigger one now for our dry ingredients. So let's go ahead and get our flour. Okay, so our all-purpose flour, and we're gonna need, okay, 3/4 cups of the all-purpose flour. Okay, so 3/4 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and use my cup, but I'm not gonna fill it up all the way. Okay, there you go. So 3/4 cups, about that much. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put that in our bowl. The next ingredient that we're gonna go ahead and put in there are our oats, okay? Our oats, and for our oats, we're gonna also use 3/4 cups, okay? So the same amount of the all-purpose flour is gonna be the oats, okay? So let's go in with our oats. That goes in there, all right. Next ingredient, baking powder. And for the baking powder, we're gonna use 1 teaspoon, okay? There's a difference between our cups and our spoons, okay? The spoons are smaller and the cups are bigger. So now we're gonna go with our spoons and we need 1 teaspoon, okay? Just a tip, when you see in a recipe a lowercase t, it's talking about the teaspoon. And when you see uppercase T, it's talking about the tablespoon. So in this case, we're gonna go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of our baking powder. All right. So I'm gonna pause a little bit, okay, to make sure everybody's keeping up with us, all right? So we have 3 ingredients in here so far. We got our flour, we got our oats, and we got our baking powder. Next ingredient, the sugar. All right, and how much sugar are we gonna put in here? 1 tablespoon. All right, 1 tablespoon. So let me look for my tablespoon. Here it is. It's the biggest one of the spoons. All right, we're gonna go ahead with the 1 tablespoon of sugar. Next ingredient, we're gonna use some cinnamon, some ground cinnamon, and with our cinnamon, we need 1/2 teaspoon, all right? 1/2 teaspoon. It's this one right here, 1/2 teaspoon. Sure you measure it all the way to the top to make sure that your measurement is correct. All right, that's the cinnamon. Salt is the last ingredient of the dry ingredients. Okay, our salt, we're gonna use just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, that's gonna go in there. All right, excellent. So right now we should have all of our dry ingredients in our bigger bowl. Okay, and what the directions say is to leave this alone. Now we're gonna go to our wet ingredients. Okay, our wet ingredients. And for our wet ingredients, we're gonna go ahead and use our bananas. Now let me talk to you a little bit about the banana right now. You see that nice yellow, bright color? All fruits and vegetables have different colors. Well, guess what those different colors represent? They represent different vitamins and minerals. Okay, so in Common Threads, we like to tell everyone, paint your plates with lots of color, because the more colors, the more vitamins and minerals we're actually taking in. Okay, so today we're gonna use this nice banana, okay, with that bright yellow color. This is a certain kind of vitamin. All right, let's continue. So we're gonna go ahead and take our banana. We're gonna peel it, and we're just gonna drop it into our bowl, and we are going to mash it, okay? All right, so our banana goes in. Let's go ahead and mash our banana. Using our masher, we're just gonna press down and mash the banana really well. Okay, make sure that it all looks the same when you mash it. There shouldn't be any big pieces in there. gonna just look like mashed banana. There we go. So we got our mashed banana. Let me let you know. Let me let you see what that looks like. All right. And then we're gonna just go ahead and put a little bit of oil. Okay, just a little touch of oil. All right. We're gonna put some vanilla extract in here, and for the vanilla extract, the amount is a teaspoon. Okay, so grab your teaspoon. Okay. Put that in there. Next ingredient is 1 egg. Okay, so we're gonna crack our egg, and that's gonna go in. When you crack that egg, make sure none of the shell goes in there, okay? We don't want any crunchy things in our pancakes. All right. Okay, and the last ingredient for our wet ingredients is our milk, okay? And for our milk, we're gonna use, let's see here, a 1/2 cup, okay? So get your 1/2 cup ready, all right? All right. And we're gonna go ahead and get that in there. Okay, great. All right, so now our next step, let's go ahead and mix our 2 ingredients, okay? Our wet and our dry. Okay, let's go ahead and mix our wet ingredients first. Okay, when you're mixing something, you wanna make sure that everything is well mixed, well combined in there. Okay, especially when you're working with egg, you want all of that egg to really be integrated with everything else. All right. Okay. That's looking pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Okay, so you can see what that looks like. Okay. Got a little bit of banana back here. All right, so our wet ingredient is ready. Let's go ahead and get our dry ingredients. You want to mix your dry ingredients, okay? Let's go ahead and mix it. Let's use the whisk for that. Get all those delicious and nutritious ingredients well combined. All right, now we're going to go ahead and mix the 2, okay? We're going to mix the 2. Put the wet into the dry, okay? Wet into the dry. There you go. And now we're going to mix this really well, okay? Go ahead and mix this. These pancakes are one of my favorite recipes that I do here on Common Threads cooking classes, okay? And I do want to take the opportunity now to invite you into our website, which is commonbites.org. Okay, commonbites.org. You can find a lot of recipes. Okay, they're all healthy and they're all tasty. Okay, sometimes we think, oh, it's healthy, it's not going to taste good. Well, guess what? I have great news for you. All of our recipes are delicious and they're healthy. Okay, so go in there, commonbites.org, and you're going to find a lot of delicious, healthy recipes. Okay, so our batter should look like this, okay? Should look like this. We're gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, as I mentioned. Okay, we want to chill this for about 10 to 15 minutes. So once you have your batter ready, go ahead and put it in your refrigerator. I'm gonna do that right now. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about the importance of breakfast. So I'm gonna give you about 1 minute to go ahead and put this away, and I'll meet you back here in about 1 minute, all right? All right. So, as I mentioned, today's focus is on the importance of breakfast. Okay? So let's just take a little while here. Okay? So we usually eat dinner. Let's say we eat dinner around 6, 7, maybe 8 o'clock. We might go to sleep Kids, you should be going to sleep a little earlier, but let's say we go to sleep maybe an hour or two after we have dinner, okay? Then we're sleeping for about 7, 8, 9 hours. Okay, so our body has gone many hours without eating. Okay, so we've fasted. Okay, when you go long periods of time without eating, your body is fasting. Okay, so you get up in the morning. What should you do? You should, of course, brush your teeth, wash your face, get ready, but don't go do other stuff. Now you got to focus on having a healthy breakfast. Okay, eating a healthy breakfast is so important. Our body needs the nutrients and needs food for energy. Okay, remember the food gives us calories to burn, but if we don't have them, our body's running, on low. So the kids, especially before they go to school, especially right now when we're doing a lot of this distance learning, the kids are in front of a computer for a very long time. It's hard to focus. Okay, it's hard to focus for that many hours, but if they have a nice, delicious, and nutritious breakfast like the one we're going to prepare today, the kids are going to have an easier time. Okay, eating breakfast helps the kids focus more, helps them be more alert, okay, and helps them to be better learners. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the importance. Okay, no matter your age, eating a diet rich in a variety of nutrients is essential for health. Eating a balanced breakfast is an opportunity to consume nutrients such as vitamin C, D, and calcium, which function to help maintain the health of bones, okay, and teeth, as well as support the health of the immune system, brain, and nervous system. The immune system is what helps us fight off, okay, different viruses, bacteria, and things that are in the atmosphere. Okay, the stronger our immune system is, okay, the less chances there are of things affecting our bodies. Okay, so think about that. It's very important to eat healthy so that our immune system is super strong. Okay, energy. Let's talk a little bit about energy. Eating in the morning after a night's sleep will provide energy since the body has been fasting overnight, as we mentioned. Okay, fueling the body with a healthy breakfast will give you energy to help start on your goals for the day. Okay, not only does breakfast do this, but look at what it also does. Okay, reduced risk of chronic disease. Okay, a major nutrient benefiting heart and digestive health is fiber. Okay, breakfast is the perfect place to start towards your fiber intake goals for the day. Okay, let's learn a little more about fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate, okay, that we cannot digest, and that's a good thing. Okay, fiber has numerous health benefits, like helps lower blood cholesterol, okay, lower contribution to blood glucose concentrations due to being undigested, provides bulk in the stomach to help keep you fuller, okay, and promotes a healthy digestive system. Additionally, foods that are high in fiber, such as whole grains, dried fruits, okay, fruits and vegetables, chia seeds, these are all great sources of fiber that you can have in breakfast. All right, parents, let's talk a little bit about the importance of breakfast for our children. Okay, kids grow up fast. Eating a balanced breakfast gives kids the opportunity to start the day by getting the nutrients their bodies need, such as iron, calcium, to help support proper physical growth, okay, and development. Okay, eating in the morning after a night's sleep will provide energy since the body has been fasting overnight. Eating breakfast helps kick start the day, giving kids what they need to go out and conquer the day. Once again, our kids need to have a good breakfast before they start doing the different activities that they do. They need it. It helps their brain function better. They're going to be able to retain a lot of the information that the teachers give them, and they're just going to be better students if they're feeling hungry, or if their bodies are needing calories and energy to burn and they don't have it. They're just not going to be working as they should. So keep that in mind. Very important that they don't just get up and start, go through their natural things that they do with schooling and all of this stuff. They need to start the day off with a nice healthy breakfast. All right. How can you balance your plate out? Okay, this is important. Sometimes we don't know this. So Common Threads likes to talk about the chef's plate. Okay, the chef's plate, what it reminds you is that half of your plate, okay, half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. Okay, obviously in the morning, you're probably going to have more fruits. Later on in the afternoon, maybe for lunch and dinner, you're going to want to fill those up with vegetables. Now, what did we say about the colors? The different colors that you find in all the different fruits and vegetables represent different vitamins and minerals. Some people like to say, oh, the green vegetables are the healthiest. They do have a lot of health, but if you only eat green, then you're not getting the other vitamins and minerals from our yellow bananas, you know, from our red strawberries, from all the different, from the blueberries that are purple, okay? There's so many different beautiful colors out there that our fruits and vegetables give us, and we want those because they offer us different vitamins and minerals. Back to our chef's plate. Okay, our chef's plate, half of our plate, fruits and vegetables. A quarter of the plate should be whole grains. Okay, there's a difference between refined grains and whole grains. Okay, the whole grains has all of the parts of the grain, the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. This is really good for our bodies because it has all of the nutrients. When we eat refined grains, for example, white rice, white bread, they have taken out a lot of the nutrition that those grains could offer us. Okay, so always go for the whole grains, which has all of the nutrition that our body really needs to function well. And lastly, we need 25% of our plate to be protein. And we want to shoot for the lean proteins. Okay, examples of lean proteins are chicken breast, okay, fish, steaks with less, fat. Okay, so always go for those low fat protein. Tuna is a good protein that has less fat in it. Okay, so there's your chef's plate. 50% fruits and vegetables, 25% whole grains, and the other 25% of your plate should be a nice lean protein. If you do that, you're going to have a nice balanced plate of food in front of you that you can enjoy, and you know that it's giving you the proper nutrition that your body needs. All right, I think we're ready to pull our batter out and start making our delicious pancakes. All right, so go ahead, grab your pancake mix, and I'll meet you right back over here. All right, so let's go ahead and put our pan on medium. All right, let's put our pan on medium heat and let's let that heat up. Okay, our batter, you can go ahead and give this another little mix. All right, this is looking delicious. And it's not even cooked yet. All right. While we wait for our batter, or excuse me, while our pan to heat up really well, because I always like to heat it up before I actually put something in there. Okay, I also would like, if you have fruit, okay, any fruit that you have, okay, go ahead and pull it out now. I have some strawberries over here because, as I said, I always want to paint my plate with lots of colors. So I have some really good looking red strawberries here. I'm going to go ahead and wash them because this is going to be what I'm going to top my pancakes with. And of course, a little bit of maple syrup. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and wash my strawberries. It's very important to always wash your fruits and vegetables. Remember, they're coming out of the ground, okay? And we want to make sure that we don't have any of that soil or anything that can harm us. So we're going to go ahead and wash these off, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and slice my strawberries so that I have a nice little topping for my pancakes. All right, excuse me. All right, let me go ahead and lower my camera to show you what I'm doing here. All right, so with my strawberries, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just cut the top off, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and create some slices. In Common Threads, we talk about this all the time, bear claw. Notice how I have my fingers tucked away. When I'm gonna cut something, this keeps me safe, okay, from the knife blade, okay? So I'm just gonna cut some nice little slices for the topping of my pancakes, okay, keeping my fingers nice and safe. All right, my pan should be almost where I need it. Okay, here we go, bear claw. You could use banana, you could use strawberries, you could use blueberries, blackberries, okay? Most fruits are gonna work for topping our pancakes, all right? Here we go. All right, I always like to tell my students, don't just think about how the food tastes, think about how it's gonna look when you present it to your guests, okay? So that's a big tip that I love to give my students, okay? Because when you serve that plate, you're gonna want those oohs and ahs, okay, from your guests to say, wow, that looks really good. Okay, so I got my strawberry ready. My pan is heating up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour in some of my olive oil. You could use canola oil, okay? You could use vegetable oil, that's fine. All right, just put a little bit in there. I have my non-stick pan ready here, okay? And you can tell when the oil is hot enough to start cooking with it when it moves around in there quickly, all right? That's how you know, all right? So let's go ahead and get ready to put in our pancake mix, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and put my first one in. All right. There we go. All right. So that first pancake is always going to take a little longer than the other ones. Keep that in mind, okay? Because when you start putting in the batter for the second, the third one, it's going to go quicker, okay? So be careful because it's happened to me that that second pancake gets a little bit, you know, crispier than I wanted it, okay? But right now, we're keeping an eye on our pancake, okay? We got our pan on medium heat, okay? And what we're going to look for is for the pancake to start giving me some little bubbles on the outside, okay? On the outside of the pancake, that's where we're gonna start to get those little bubbles, and that's what's gonna tell us that we are ready to flip our pancake, okay? Here we go. All right. So I would love to know what's going on in those kitchens right now, those families working together. Common Thread really pushes for that as well, for families to get together in the kitchen and work together. You know, you can have the kids help you maybe cutting the fruit, depends how old they are. Keep an eye on them, please. Okay, but it's so nice to just see those families working together in the kitchen. All right, a lot of the times kids, you know, when you just serve them and they don't know what you're giving them, they might be like, oh, I don't want to try that, or I don't want this. But when they're in the kitchen and they actually are involved and they're part of the participation of doing this and doing that, it motivates them. Believe me, I've seen it happen so many times. Kids trying out different vegetables, different fruits that they would not have tried otherwise. But since they're in there, they get all happy and they get motivated and they try it. And a lot of times they're like, wow, I didn't know that this was so good. So keep that in mind. The family participation in the kitchen is so important. All right, so it looks like my pancake is ready to flip. I got little bubbles coming through it. And whoa, that's looking delicious. All right. So I just flipped my first pancake. All right. I hope that everything's going well for you in the kitchen. All right, remember that first pancake's gonna take a little longer. The other ones are gonna move quicker, so you gotta be paying attention to your pan as you're cooking your delicious pancakes. So this is a whole grain pancake. Okay, we're using oats. That's a whole grain. Okay, the pancakes that we make from our mix, that's a refined grain. So there's a big difference there. These pancakes are going to offer our bodies a lot of nutrition, and we're not losing in flavor. You're going to see these pancakes are delicious with some fruit and a little bit of maple syrup. You're going to see that you're not going to really miss those other pancakes. Okay, I'm going to leave mine on here just for about a minute or so more. And I'm going to make a few more, and then I'm going to show you my presentation. All right. Very important to serve that plate looking nice as well. Okay. You want your food to taste good, you want it to smell good, and you want it to look good as well. All right. So my first pancake is done. I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I'm going to go in with my second one. All right. This is the one that I got to be careful with. You got to lower your pan a little bit. That's fine too. All right. All right, so let's review some of the awesome information that we talked about today. It's very important for us to eat breakfast, not just the kids. Parents, you need it as well. You're gonna have a tough day to tackle every day, so you gotta have your bodies ready for all the things that you have to do, okay? So you want a nice, healthy breakfast. Don't get up, don't start doing different things and forget that your body needs all that nutrition. You've been fasting for many hours. Please give your body nutrition. It's asking you for it. So give it to it so that you can feel better, you can feel energized, and you can have a wonderful day. All right. Reading nutrition labels are very important too. You're going to find out a lot of what's in that ingredient. Okay, and here we go. I got to make sure that I wash my pancake. Okay, I don't want, there we go. All right. Read those nutrition labels. That's where you can find out if something is actually a whole grain. Okay, it'll say it in the ingredients list underneath all of the information that's on the nutrition facts label. Okay, and what we mentioned about our chef's plate. What should be half of our plate, huh? What should be half of our plate? Half of our plate should have what? Fruits and vegetables, different colors. The more colors, the better, because they represent different vitamins and minerals. 25% should be lean protein, and the other 25% should be a whole grain. All right, let's go ahead and flip this one over. And this is looking delicious. I'm going to go ahead and put in another one. And I'm going to just top mine right now with my strawberries so that I can show you, all right, how my plate of pancakes is going to look. All right, I got my strawberries over here that I pre-cut. All right, show you what I'm doing here. Wow, and you can really smell the banana coming through as well. All right. This is going to be delicious. All right. So there you have it. There you have your banana oat pancakes topped with some strawberries. And I would just add a little bit of maple syrup on that and enjoy it guilt-free. No guilt on this because it's delicious, nutritious, it's good for you. All right. I have had so much fun with you today, sharing all this great information, showing you how to make this delicious recipe. Remember, visit commonbites.org so you can find other delicious recipes like this one. All right. It has been a blast, and I hope to see you soon. All right. Bye.